the Wednesday night, usual 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream chat. How's it going out there? We were on the edge of the winter storm. We only got a little over 5 inches of snow, but they're forecasting we might get 5 more inches at least this Sunday. I think the last time the storm came from the west coast, and I think it's coming from the east coast this time. How's it going for all of you out there?
Larry said, can't wait to get the German Band on the Run.
Yep, I sent out the German Band on the Run to you. I have a UK -1 coming from England, a Band on the Run.
John H. said, hello, Sticker family.
How you doing, John H?
And North Carolina Vinyl Picker said, evening, Frank and family.
How you doing, Arthur? North Carolina Vinyl Picker. Thanks for doing that video on your prog band tag and mentioned me in your title, and it looks to me like you made an AI picture of me and you. That was pretty cool. I had a yellow shirt on, had my glasses on, and it showed my bald head. That was pretty cool.
Uncle Paul, Beatles Pop Playhouse said, hello, Frank and Ari.
Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Check out his video that he put up this morning on Beatles Topps base trading cards. That's so I always called those trading cards, and I didn't understand it till you explained it, how people got them random and then go to their friend's house and trade them, and you explained that real well.
Dave Evans said, hi, Frank and Sticker family. Hope you are doing well and staying safe.
How you doing, Dave Evans? We
The
got your Sgt. Pepper German pressing out in the mail to you.
Thomas Crook said, hello, everyone. It's been cold here in Central Illinois.
Thomas Crook, how many inches of snow did you get? All right.
Patricia said, hi, Sticker Clan.
Who is it?
Patricia.
Little Beatles.
No,
boy.
Patricia.
Oh, my bad.
Patricia, do you have a new video out lately? Since the one of your 2025 acquisitions?
Wolfie Baby said, hi, Sticker family. Glad to see you have electricity, Frank.
Yep, we never lost electricity.
And Johnny Ramon said, sending healing vibes to Ringo Starr.
Who is?
Johnny Ramon.
Sending healing vibes?
Yeah.
Is he sick?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Tell me what's wrong with Ringo Starr. I don't know.
Thomas Crook said he got about 7 inches of snow.
7 inches. We got that a lot on Saturday, and I had to walk to the store on Sunday to make sure the power and the refrigeration was working okay. I worked quite a few hours in the last week, but they did pay me, so that's good. Few notes. Mark Lapidus tomorrow was supposed to have that warehouse where he was going to sell some of his Beatles memorabilia in New York, but I'm sure that's probably been postponed. I heard from Tony's LPR that George Harrison Live in Japan 1992 with Eric Clapton's being reissued, and it's already sold out on the 2 LP set from the George Harrison website. Talk More Talk did a big video about how Giles Martin claims the Beatle vault is mostly empty. What do you think about that? I was hoping we got the Beatles Uber box set last Christmas. We didn't get it. But if they are going to put out a $1,000 box set with Shea Stadium redone and the footage, the concert, and the Star Club tapes and everything that we're missing, their time's running out on the Beatles camp for physical media for our us aging elders. But I hope that maybe this is the year that they put out they either put out the Uber $1,000 Beatle box set at Christmas this year, or it will never happen.
A Little Beatles Corner say yes, I showed my little Elvis collection on my latest video.
Alright, I'll check that out. Your Elvis collection.
And Mr. Beatles.
So watch Little Beatles Corner on her Elvis collection.
Mr. Beatles Pro said hello. Everybody.
How you doing, Tom? We haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Are you doing okay?
Johnny Ramon said only the acknowledgement that the road ahead would not be simple.
Oh, the road ahead for Ringo?
Yeah, I guess so.
He must have some kind of health issues. He's supposed to go out on tour quite a few in the United States, I thought, this year. I saw his last video he did about a week ago where he did his January update. Talked about Uncle Paul, Rockaway Records. I got these from Rockaway Records. Arthur Mustache bought 2 of these already. And I have a collection of lockets coming. These are guitar pins and a guitar keychain and the Beatles. Called a brooch pin. So 2 of those have been sold. Arthur Mustache bought these 2 items. They're going out in the mail tomorrow. But Rockaway today, they're selling some of their high-end items. They put up the Beatles White Album number 7 for $35,000. They put up the number 8 for $20,000. And they put up the Beatles White Album number 9 from the United States for $45,000. Any of you out there interested in buying some of the very first press White Albums ever from the United States?
Mr. Beatles.
I would go after a United Kingdom, but I don't think I would go after a United States at that price.
Mr. Beatles Pro said I'm good now, thanks.
All right, good job.
Johnny Ramon said no diagnosis was shared and no just quiet confirmation from Barbara Batch.
Barbara Bach.
Bach or whatever.
What? Here's a trivia question for you. What James Bond movie was Barbara Bach in?
Star Wars.
I think I know the answer to it.
Star Wars.
Star Wars isn't a James Bond movie.
Oh. Avengers.
I think it's The Spy Who Loved Me. Correct me if I'm wrong up there.
I would not know that.
Have you ever watched a James Bond movie?
Nope.
No. Okay. View to a Kill. Paul McCartney wrote the theme song for Live and Let Die.
Don't know none of them. I've heard the name before though.
The retired DJ from the East Coast bought this sealed Lady Madonna. It's going out in the mail tomorrow. And the From Me to You VJ 522, and very good plus condition with a thick print on it. This is from May of 1963 when it flopped here in the United States. And if you look on the record label, it's got McCartney-Lennon as the writers instead of Lennon-McCartney. And on the B-side, same thing. For Thank You Girl, it's got McCartney-Lennon.
Johnny, chill on that one, please. Just to let you know, I'll delete that message, but just chill on that.
Johnny Ramone, behave.
Wolfie Baby said the spy who loved me.
That's what I said, didn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I said the spy who loved me.
I think she was just verifying.
All right, so I was right. Man, that somehow came to my mind. The Spy Who Loved Me. I saw most of them. I don't think I saw all the new ones, but I love the ones that Sean Connery was in, and the Roger Moore.
You need to do a Beatles trivia.
What other notes I got here?
Danny Goldstein said, here's a trivia question. What 2 British institutions both debuted on October 5th, 1962?
1962?
Yep.
Was the British Broadcasting Corporation one of them, the BBC?
No answer.
Couple other notes. I noticed a video from Noble Records from a year ago that on the thumbnail, Noble Records, he interviewed Chad Kassem with his collectible albums, and the thumbnail had a butcher cover that I peeled for Chad Kassem when I got a hold of his Nimbus Supercut. And that was part of the deal when I bought the Nimbus Supercut sealed for $5,500 that I had to finish peeling his mono butcher cover, and that was in the thumbnail. Beatles songs used in commercials. A lot of people seem to be upset about that. It doesn't bother me. All Together Now for Starbucks, and Golden Slumbers for B&B commercial. Is that a place you stay overnight, B&B? I think so.
Airbnb.
Do that real quick. Hold on.
Wuffy Babies?
No, Danny. Did you do Danny's?
Which one?
The
trivia?
first one? Yeah.
Yeah, I already did that.
Alright, so then the answer, and then just do the last Danny, and then.
What's the answer, Danny?
Love Me Do and Dr. No both came out same day. The first Beatles released in the UK and James Bond move.
James Bond
First
what?
James Bond movie.
What movie? Goldfinger? Huh?
I don't know.
I can't remember what the first one is, but it might have been Goldfinger.
Let Me Do came out the same time as Doctor Who. Is that what you said?
Dr. No.
Doctor No. Okay, now we got it. Dr. No, James Bond movie. Thank you, Dana.
Right.
Wuffy Baby said October 5th, 62, Love Me Do, 45 release, red label, Parlophone.
Yeah, I've had that several times before. I don't have any right now. They're getting to be more valuable. The Beatles' first single in the United Kingdom.
And Mikey of Regula said, hi, sticker friends.
Mikey is in the house. Mikey, is the Mark Lapido's thing postponed? I'm just trying to get a hold of a big Beatles collection here and locally, but no word on when I'm going to go look at it. But I've studied the pictures, and it's going to cost a lot of money. There's a lot of some vintage and some newer things. A lot of promo displays for over the years or everything. The time the Beatles put out a reissue, he had the promo display for everything.
Dave Evans said Chad's awesome. Best audiophile man for new pressings.
He is what?
Best audiophile man for new
Chad
pressings.
Kassem. Yeah. Any of you out there going to the Chad Fest that's going to be next, is it August or October in Salina, Kansas?
I'm going there.
I don't know. I guess you just have to register. I don't know if you're invited or what. The only time Chad called me a couple of times, woke me out of my sleep once. He says, Sticker Man here. Does Sticker Man live here? And I got the phone. I got it too late. I called him back and he answered the phone. All right. Other notes. On the charts this week, the U.S. singles charts, Bruno Mars is with I Just Might is number 1. And there is a song by Jeff Buckley that's 30 years old that's on the charts this week thanks to TikTok. TikTok changes everything, it seems like, in the charts. It's called Love You Should Have Come Over. I think it's what it is. Lover, You Should Have Come Over. Jeff Buckley. He's been gone for a long time, but he has a song going up the charts this week. On the Billboard charts, number 2 is ASAP Rocky with Don't Be Dumb.
ASAP Rocky?
How do you say it?
ASAP.
ASAP Rocky. Yeah. She knows who they are. Good job. But that just proves the TikTok, like it changed everything for Joe with the song In the Beginning, and Chaperone for the little one, Pink Pony Club.
This is,
Oh, this is fun.
here, I'll show the other one.
And then the Target has a whole display. People don't understand that, of 3-inch records like this. I got this from Uncle Paul.
That's so tiny.
Yeah, put that back down there, please.
Okay. Everyone give a like, please. Thank you. Woofy Baby said, Frank, have you ever had the white label Love Me Do with red? I think it's true, only about 250 made.
That's the, no. I've had the promo for, from from me to you, the UK A with the A on the white label promo, from me to you from England. There, I think there was like less than 1,000 made, and I sold it to Fab Four Collectibles for $1,800. Another song, Stranger Things, is making the Pixie song, Here Comes Your Man, being played a lot on Spotify. I know I had another thing to talk about Spotify. I'll come across it, I guess. George Harrison. Supposedly they found some lyrics from 1970. I saw a YouTube video where he wrote a song, Hey Ringo, in 1970. That would be cool if Ringo took those lyrics and made a song with Hey Ringo. Well, that wouldn't sound too good, Hey Ringo, would it? Somebody ought to do it. CDs are hot now. You know why CDs are hot? Because for the kids, because the phones are banned in the schools. So the kids are buying CD little players and buying CDs, and they're really into it now.
I still
Physical
used my
media.
phone.
What?
I still used my phone in school.
You're not supposed to, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, they are banned then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Albums that have gone diamond in the last, in this decade, with 15 million sales. Number 15, Steve Miller Band with Greatest Hits 1974 to 1978. Pink Floyd with Dark Side of the Moon was 14. 13 is Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti is 13 with about 17 million sales. Bruce Springsteen, number 12, was Born in the USA. Number 11, Boston, self-titled Boston. Number 10, Journey with Greatest Hits. Number 9, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. Number 8, Fleetwood Mac with Rumors. Number 7, Billy Joel's Greatest Hits Volume 1 and Volume 2. Pink Floyd, number 6 with The Wall. And the Beatles made the top 15 with the White Album. They were number 5. And this is my White Album, Holland pressing, Dutch pressing, that has golden on the first side. I didn't have it last time. I got it today. Glass onion instead of glass union on the label.
Onion.
And then we get into the top 4 is Led Zeppelin Zosa. That's coming up here in a little bit. Led Zeppelin 4 is number 4. Number 3 is the Eagles with Hotel California. 2 is AC/DC with Back in Black, and the number 1 album that sold physical or media, I guess, in the last in this decade is the Eagles' Greatest Hits. Eagles had 2 of them there in the top 5. I've never been into the Eagles. What about you out there? I've never been into the Eagles a lot. I think I saw them once in concert.
Dr. Winston O. Boogie said, hi, Mr. Stickermania.
How you doing there, Winston O. Boogie? Good job on selling your Beatles lunchbox and thermos today on eBay. Talking about eBay, Perry Cox sold a BC 13 sealed from the late 70s for $1,300 yesterday. And he sold a third state stereo peeled butcher cover for $3,900. And a 1965 Shea Stadium ticket stub went for $514. And Perry Cox sold a portrait cover. You know, I sold my mono portrait cover for $2,000 last week. He sold a stereo in a little better shape for over $10,000. His BC 13 sealed sold for $1,170. And today I made an offer on some 1964 red and pink Beatles pencil cases. I offered $500 for both of them. They sold for the full price of $700 for two little pencil cases. That was a lot of money for it. Perry Cox sold the 1968 Apple press kit that was complete from the United States for $3,000 yesterday. And can you believe this? A whole box of Beatles stamps. A warehouse that must have had 4 different boxes full of the displays. I think there was 6 displays in each box, but there were no banners, and it only sold for $400. And a couple of years ago, I sold one for over $1,000. So that's an item. There must be a lot of warehouse finds because it's not going up; it's going down.
Caesar 19 record.
Beatles stamps.
Caesar 19 record said, "Good evening, Stickermania."
How you doing, Caesar? Caesar? Is that the right way to say it? Beatle candy boxes. Mikey Arugula knows all about these. 1964 Beatles candy boxes. 2 Paul and 2 John. They had the candy inside them. Sold yesterday on eBay for $742.
It's a joke. But
So Mikey, you got some candy boxes worth some money.
not what he should be doing, but he did do something.
What's that?
Was being dumb.
Scholar or Sticker Brad sent a message.
Yeah, not the best. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
He said, "How do eggs get cracked? By getting too high."
How do eggs get cracked? By getting too high. Okay. I thought it was something to do with they're always cracking up.
No, he said it has to do with.
All right. Most of my notes there. We'll save some for. I got a few more notes. Okay, I got this in today. Beatles for sale. This is a 1973 French contract. Laminated cover. Has -1 on there. I was excited. It has a factory sample, not for sale label on the. That's the promo in England. They put those labels on there. It's only on the A side, but it was a -1, and I thought it was going to be a tube cut, but no, it is a solid state cut. So the winner of my shootout is still the -1 tube cut from England. I found another one in my collection. This is like a 1967 pressing. Only in very good plus condition, but boy, that tube cut. These 60s pressings from England still sound good. Thick vinyl. That's my Beatles for sale moment. What do I got to talk about Beatles for sale? We won't talk about Mr. Moonlight very much. On the tube cut, No Reply, I'm a Loser, and Babies in Black, the vocals, harmonies between John and Paul are just amazing on this tube cut pressing. And rock and roll music, when the piano kicks in, pretty exciting. It's just like you're right in the room at Studio 2, Abbey Road, when you're playing this Beatles for sale tube cut. And little Patricia, Little Beatles Corner, she got one. I hope she's happy with it. From the Cliff Yamaskaki, the dealer I talked about from the first Beetle Fest. He must be selling his whole collection. He has a lot of things on eBay. Last week I got the portrait promo thing. We're not going to show it today.
But
It's too fragile. Today I got the last, this is the last song book that was released officially, 1973, the Apple Songbook. This is the real deal. It's got songs in here that are pretty rare. George Harrison, it's got the tandoori chicken in here, the song lyrics for that. There's a picture of George. And then you go into Ringo. They only have a few songs for Ringo in here. This is mostly George and his artists that he produced. Let's see, we got it to go. Ringo, let's move the Beatles for sale down there. Ringo Starr there from 1973, I guess. And then we get into Badfinger. They got a song that was unreleased at the time, Mean Mean Jemima. She says Jemina. And that's in here, but Badfinger's coming up here, and when I talk about my top 5 audiophile pressings I played, Mary Hopkins only has a few in here, 4 songs, but not the Those Were the Days or Goodbye. This must have been later on. Yoko Ono's got about 20 songs in here. And then we got Jackie Lomax and Billy Preston.
Greg Field said Eagles were the California Beatles back in the day.
Lon and Derek Van Eaton. I think they were brothers. Don't know too much about them. And we got Billy Preston. I only saw him when he played with the Rolling Stones. Never saw him on tour by himself. One time I had an Apple single signed by him that I sold. And the last one artist in here is Jackie Lomax. And I told you I was trying to get a hold of it. Jackie Lomax, Is This What You Want? The Apple album that Mazzy has sealed that has a rear hype sticker. Arthur from North Carolina, vinyl picker, he got that hype sticker bug that I got. He collects all the things that are hype stickers. And a couple other things on the table. I didn't show this picture sleeve last time. I got from Kevin Records. Lulu, Best of Both Worlds. And it shows To Serve with Love on the back. But the cool thing, if you look at these pressings, from the 60s, it says arranged by John Paul Jones on the label. John Paul Jones had a lot of studio work before he was in Led Zeppelin. And one other thing on the table to show here. I found this label, the ice cream, crunch coated ice cream bar from Hood. That's the has a little lucky Beetle coin offer that you send away to get these coins and the wax paper. And Mikey Arugula, when I had my trivia question thing and I was looking for finger fries, was that what they were calling? Finger fries, I think. The Eskimo Foods also made peas. And Gus Lopez sent me a message that he has a display showing the peas, I think from 64. And he said I think the finger fries was from a different year, 65. And then he says nobody's had the display piece from 66, so we're not sure what they were pushing, what frozen food item in 66, unless Mikey Arugula knows.
Sticker Brad said, why did the eggs go to school?
Why do the eggs go to school?
To get educated.
To get educated. Well, that's a good one, Sticker Kid.
Greg Field said the Eagles' big hit, Take It Easy, was written by Jackson Brownie.
Jackson Brown.
Oh, yeah, why does it have an E?
Jackson Brown. I think I saw Jackson Brown once in concert.
Wolfie Baby said, what's the best way to determine tube cut versus solid state cuts on Beatles for sale?
-1 is a tube cut on Beatles for Sale stereo. And if you have a -3 on the first side or a -2 with HTM, that means that side was a solid state. A couple other notes, and I'll do my top 5 audiophile pressing. Another time, a butcher cover, January 26th, which was only, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Is today's the 29th?
What?
Today's the 28th. 2 days ago on eBay, somebody put up a Beatles Yesterday and Today mono, number 3, East Coast, and they thought it was just a regular Yesterday and Today, and it sold for $75 right away. Well, you know what I'm going to say. It was a butcher cover.
Wow.
Almost every week, somebody puts up a Yesterday and Today, and they don't realize they have a butcher cover. Did you see Geese on Saturday Night Live last Saturday? I thought it was kind of strange. Ipaca Do Cocaine was one song and Trinidad was the other song, but I watched it again and it reminded me how strange it was when we first saw Nirvana. So maybe there's something to this Geese band.
Hey, I have a Nirvana shirt.
The Spotify charts this week, Harry Styles is number 1 here in the United States with Aperture. And number 2 is Joe with End of Beginning. But I didn't know Harry Styles was a marathon runner. And he kind of shows that in his new video. And he has a lot of shows next year, coming up this year at Madison Square Garden, and they're selling for pretty quick and they're pretty expensive. On the global charts on Spotify, Joe is number 1 with End of the Beginning. He has 2 billion streams on the End of the Beginning. 2 billion streams. The only song I saw that has more streams than that was Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars, Die with
a Smile.
Huh? Die with a Smile, yeah. You see, she helped me out on that one too. Good job. Grammys are coming up February 1st. I don't know too much about it. I saw who the performers were. It doesn't look like Chappell Roan's going to be at the Grammys. Mike from the In Groove is going to do a Whatnot on February 1st coming up. And he's going to have a butcher cover. That's not, I don't think it's that great, but he just says a butcher cover. And then he has a Dark Side of the Moon, first press, Blue Triangle, United Kingdom, that I'm sure will go for a couple $1,000. This is my 1977 Harry T. Moss cut. And I played it again this week. I'm really happy with that. Is that most of my notes? Oh, we got one more thing about Chappell Roan. You guys heard of the band GWAR? A heavy metal, they dress up like monsters. GWAR, G-W-A-R. 12 days ago, they put out a cover of Pink Pony Club, heavy metal style, and it already has 1.3 million views. And it's making Chappell's song Pink Pony Club go back into the charts again globally.
Oh,
so you need to check out the video. It's pretty funny of GWAR doing Pink Pony Club. Even Beatles Pro, Tom, I think you could handle that one. They perform it at the Chelsea Club in New York City. Mikey Rugla, do you know where the Chelsea Club is in New York City? Alright, top 5 pressings I played this week, and then we'll do a Dave Clark's 5 section.
Let me do these real quick. A Little Beatles Corner said, I appreciate everything that I purchased from you. Appreciate your record grading.
Yeah, I sent Patricia one of these Beatle coins in the last Eskimo Pie card I got because I think she had P's in her answers last time.
Dr. Winston O'Boogie said Jackie Lomax lived out here in OG, California and was a bartender at a local bar, Cowboy Palace.
Wow, Jackie Lomax.
Wolfie Baby said, yay, I have the tube cut.
All right.
And Dr. Winston...
What do you think of the tube cut Beatles for sale there, Wolfie Baby?
Dr. Winston O'Boogie said Jackie's bandmate and The Undertaker's great Chris Hudson still alive and well, a Nashville legend.
All right.
And Mikey said it must be in Chelsea.
Is Chelsea a part of New York? It's called Chelsea Studios. We got most, I just didn't talk about my purchases. Here's the 5 audiophile pressings I listened to this week. Number 5, Rolling Stones, my German pressing of Sticky Fingers. I played side 1 today when I did my mini trampoline. It's kind of tough to go out there and run this week. And it is pretty, the brown sugar to Sway. And can't you hear me knocking, 7 minutes long. I guess that song was only supposed to be about 2.5 minutes, and they put out the whole jamming section, and boy, I like it a lot.
Mikey said yes, it is in New York.
All right, so it's got TML, which stands for Doug Sachs, and the Dead Wax. That's what you want on Sticky Fingers. That was number 5. Number 4 is Ziggy Stardust. I played again this week. A UK first pressing of Ziggy Stardust. Played side 2 this week. Lady Stardust, Star, Hang On to Yourself, Ziggy Stardust, Suffragette City, and Rock and Roll Suicide. I'm going to get that suffragette right before long. Suffragette or suffragette. Must be get. But Paul McCartney says it a lot in the song Jet from Band on the Run.
Wolfie Baby said you're not kidding, Frank. It sounds spectacular.
All right. It's like you're right there in Studio 2, isn't it there, Wolfie Baby? With the Beatles playing rock and roll music, Long Tall Sally, Mr. Moonlight. Oh, I was going to say, Mikey might like the French contract pressing because they have the organ turned down a little bit on Mr. Moonlight. Abbey Road is number 3 of what I played this week. This is my Abbey Road French contract pressing. -2, -1, solid state. Abbey Road was never tube cut. They changed the system at Abbey Road Studios before Abbey Road was recorded. It is solid state from the very beginning. But I played side 2 on this one, and because the vocals are a little bit louder on this French contract pressing, and the medley there at the end, Golden Slumbers came in through the bathroom window, really sounds great on this Abbey Road pressing from 1973. French contract means they were done in 73 when Abbey Road Studios was closed for renovations, and they sent all the master tapes. Everything went over to France.
Danny Goldstein said Frank.
That would never happen again. The what?
He said, Frank, it would be great if you could do a show explaining tube cut for each album and what
we need
to
to
look
do that
for.
sometime. He's wanting a tube cut because Wolfie Baby likes it too. He wants you to do that video. So I'm trying
Sgt. Pepper tube cut, Beatles White Album tube cut. Yeah, let's do that.
Suffragettes.
That's how to say
Suffragette.
Yeah. Tom Beatles put the pronunciation on that.
Number 2 this week that I played, Badfinger Straight Up. This is not in excellent condition, very good plus condition. But boy, when I played side 2, I heard things that I've never heard before in this straight up. So the key on this UK pressing of straight up, it has Porky on one side and Pecco on the other side. And that is not on the USA pressing. So George Pyros recut this for the England, or he did the original cut, but they didn't send that over to the United States. That's the one you want. I need to get a near mint copy of this, or excellent condition, from England, but it costs so much money to get them shipped over here now. But boy, talking about side 2, Suitcase from Joey Mullen, and Sweet Tuesday Morning, Day After Day, Sometimes, Perfection, and It's Over, produced by George Harrison and Todd Rundgren. What album? One more. And my number 1 audiophile pressing I played this week is Led Zeppelin. We got another Porky Pecco Duck. Led Zeppelin UK pressing of Led Zeppelin 4. This is I think it's an A2B3 cut. Yes. It's got Porky on the A side and Pecco Duck on the B side. It says A3 and B. Boy, it's hard to read there. B4. A3 B4 pressing of Led Zeppelin 4. I imagine if you had the very first pressing of Led Zeppelin 4 from the United Kingdom, it would be a $500 album or more.
Dr. Winston,
That's the original thick inner sleeve. All right, that's my top 5 pressings I played this week, audiophile. Go ahead.
Said Ringo is okay, not a real story. It's a fake AI thing. I'm so glad I've been freaking out.
I don't pay attention to those A1s about the Ringo's health thing. That's been going on for over a month. AI, people put those goofy things up there all the time. He did his, what he's going to do this year, and I know he did a video about 10 minutes long. I think he is okay.
Jacket Jim said, doing good here in Florida.
Who is?
Jacket Jim.
I've never, let me see that. I've never seen that person before. Jack Jim.
Jacket.
Jacket Jim?
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot for being in the chat.
Woofy Baby said, do you like the DMM cut of
The
White Album, Frank?
No. I mean, some people like it a lot, but I like the... You got to get the Dutch pressing from 1980 there, Wolfie Baby, if you want the ultimate pressing of the true sound of the Beatles' White Album.
Dave Evans said, Frank, I believe it's George Peckham, not Pyros.
Oh, I said wrong. Sorry, George Peckham. I'm glad you corrected me. It's not George Pyros. Sometimes I think maybe the Pyros is just a nickname for Peckham. You're right. All right, unless there's 2 different people. Correct me, I'm not sure on all the mastering engineers. I know that Jack Hunt from Australia is the one that cut the Audio 5 Sgt. Pepper.
Mikey gave a definition, another one of that, so it's something different. I'll show him that.
Suffragette.
Suffragette. Suffragette.
No, where you
Show it to him so he can see it.
Oh yeah,
Suffragette.
Suffragette.
Yeah.
Suffragette. Thank you, Mikey. Dave Clark 5 moment. They were up there with the Beatles when this magazine was released in early 1964. That didn't last very long. This was from September of 64. I guess it's because they put out so many singles there in 64. And programs, a Dave Clark 5 tour program, and then one for their last tours of the United States. Dave Clark 5 on Epic Records. What's next? I didn't talk about this yet. Some of you other cities have this Americans Antique Mall. They're in about 10 cities in the United States, and they're coming to Louisville. And I'm going to have a display case at the Americans Antique Mall. So it'll be cool if I get some hold of some of that large collection to sell some of this in my locked up display case.
Wolfie Baby said, Frank, I tagged you in an Instagram post. I made a record I bought from you.
All right. Thanks, Wolfie Baby. So we were talking about the top 10 box sets.
Instagram. It's Mr. STICKERMANIA. If you didn't know the Instagram, I've started to post on it.
Yeah, we're on Instagram now. I don't have a cell phone. I've never been on Instagram. I've never been on TikTok. I've seen X a few things, but Travis, my son's put me on Instagram. We post our new reels. Our new shorts are on Instagrams.
I did not know that.
So thanks a lot. So they had the top 10 box sets of all time from Andrew Polygram Auctions, Andrew Milton, and this was one of them. I got on my storage unit. The 2017 with the lenticular cover of Sgt. Pepper. This is factory sealed, and this is the 2 LP set they put out at the same time. It has the remastered Giles Merton on one album and the outtakes for Sgt. Pepper in the same order on album 2. Factory sealed from 2017. Sgt. Pepper. Sgt. Pepper used to be always in the top 5 or number 1 on the top 25 list of Rolling Stones for years and years and years. And now it's Revolver. And I don't have a revolver with me here today. Let It Be box set. I showed you both of those last time. But I didn't have a gatefold cover. In the United Kingdom, they put this out. It was about $10. And they thought it would never sell in the United States, so they put out a gatefold cover, and that's this one right here. Got the red apple, but the album in here with the red apple isn't a lot. The laminated cover looks a lot better from the United Kingdom and sounds better also. So my one on excellent condition went out to Gus Lopez today. Did it go today or yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, FedEx, so he should get that in a couple days. He got the one in excellent condition. This one's very good plus that we got in the Piqua auction that we went to last week. I'd sell this for $350 if somebody wanted to buy it's got the book and the inserts and everything inside. Let's see if I can pull it out of here without damaging it. Got the red apple United Kingdom laminated cover, and it's got the book and the original inserts there. We talked about Let It Be. What else? Where are we at on time? Where are we at on time, dear?
9:19.
Go about 5 more minutes. Let It Be, Dave Clark 5, David Bowie, Abbey Road. Yesterday and Today, here's a Yesterday and Today. Record Club issue with the 3 notches there up on top from 1969. But what's rare about this, it's got the capital rainbow label. Most of them were on the lime green from 1969. And it's got a COA from Perry Cox. This is on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. One of these sold for over $2,000 last week. And that's I'm trying to get a hold of 2 butcher covers in that collection this week. A peeled stereo East Coast and a unpeeled stereo mono East Coast. That goes with that goes there. Beatles for sale we talked about. Rolling Stones, I don't think we've talked about. We talked about Sticky Fingers. The Beatles White Album, the original cover there, the Beatles Ballads that was released finally in 1980 in Canada. What do you think if that would have been the original cover for the White Album? It's even got Yoko there in the middle. Hey Jude, I got another Hey Jude with a paperback writer and 3 different words coming in from the United Kingdom, first pressing. And these are cut by Harry T. Moss with the single tracks from the master tapes. So much better than the USA Hey Jude that sold, 3 million copies. Perry Cox sold a Hey Jude with the Beatles again from the United States in the shrink for $170 yesterday. I would rather get one of these, probably a solid state cut from the master tapes from England. Rolling Stones, he talked about how this is one of the best live albums ever, the UK first pressing. Let's see what it says on the dead wax on. Get your yayas out. It is a 6W, and the other side is a, looks like it's 1W on the other side. 1W. Yeah, we'll do a 2-cut. I'll try to do that in a couple weeks to do my research on 2-cut versus stereo, solid state cut on all the Beatle pressings.
John Moreno, are those 7 singles to your right, second shelf?
Talking about those ones right there on that.
These?
Mm-hmm. One of them singles. He's talking about 7-inch singles.
I Can't Buy Me Love and I Want to Hold Your Hand. I sold I Want to Hold Your Hand the other day at $99 on eBay, my East Coast. This is a first pressing that's got Walter Hoffer on the label. And this is the most expensive stock copy of a Beatles single that is from the United States, Can't Buy Me Love. This is a lot more than $100. Try $1,800. Near mint, I bought it from Perry Cox. Probably one of the top 5 condition in the world of a Can't Buy Me Love picture sleeve. Only made 1 pressing on the East Coast. Maybe 200,000 of these were made for a record that sold probably 3.5 million copies. And there's the near mint record that goes with it in the Capitol Company sleeve. And we showed the VJ 522. We didn't show another tough sleeve to find in decent shape of the VJ record because it's just made out of paper, real thin paper. Do You Want to Know a Secret? And Thank You Girl. I think that's on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store at about $130. It's got the plain VJ black label. And the other one that's up there on eBay at $200, original promo for Lady Madonna. This is a West Coast with the asterisks in the dead wax. On the East Coast, you have a triangular with IAM in there in the dead wax on the East Coast. That's most of what I got up there. I showed my promo for the Good Times, Bad Times, and Communication Breakdown for Led Zeppelin. A Slow Down, this is a West Coast with a thumb tab on top. And this is a I Feel Fine, East Coast, She's a Woman, with the pictures of the Beatles on the Hollywood Bowl 1964 that Greg Fio went to when he was about 9 years old. All right, I think that's it from Louisville, Kentucky. The other audiophile pressing, of course, is the Please Please Me German version from 1977, A2B2 cut. Thanks a lot for being in the chat, and we will be back on Saturday night on what time?
Alright, hold on real quick. We got
8:30.
Whoopi Baby said Frank did the Can't Buy Me Love East Coast picture sleeve also come with the stock capital sleeve originally.
No.
And then John Marino said how much for the Led Zepp single?
Led Zeppelin single is up there on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store for $199. I'd sell it to you for $150 to my PayPal account. Send me a message through Mr._STICKERMANIA@yahoo.com. Thanks a lot, Sticker Granddaughter, for helping in the chat today, and join us Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks a lot from Louisville, Kentucky.